Bertolt Brecht's renowned play, The Caucasian Chalk Circle, was composed in 1944. Built as a play within a play, it explores themes of justice, motherhood, and moral decisions made in the face of upheaval. At the time, Brecht, a German dramatist famous for his innovative epic theater, was living in the United States. His friend Eric Bentley translated the script into English, and its first staging took place in 1948 at Carleton College in Northfield, Minnesota. The work was later produced in Philadelphia at the Hedgerow Theater under Bentley's direction, and in Berlin at the Theater am Schiffbauer Dam in 1954 by Brecht's Berliner Ensemble. Set in the Soviet Union, the story follows a peasant woman who raises the abandoned son of an aristocrat. Today, The Caucasian Chalk Circle remains one of Brecht's best-known dramas, alongside Mother Courage and Her Children, The Good Woman of Setsuan, and Life of Galileo. The play begins in the aftermath of World War II, in the ruins of a Caucasian village. Two kolkhoz, collective farm groups spelled kolchos in the play, argue over who should reclaim the valley now vacated by the Nazis. The Galinsk kolkhoz, longtime goat herders, claim ancestral rights, while the Rosa Luxemburg kolkhoz, ambitious farmers, plan to make the land 10 times more productive. To diffuse their quarrel, a singer and musicians are called in to present a tale that parallels the dispute. The singer invites the crowd to hear a retelling of an old Chinese parable, the tale of the chalk circle. Thus, the inner play begins, set in Georgia, referred to by its Soviet name, Grusinia. The story opens with Governor Georgy Abashvili and his wife, Natella, attending Easter services with their infant son, Michael. Though his citizens beg for relief from hardship, the governor dismisses their pleas. Meanwhile, his brother, the Fat Prince, feigns delight in the baby while secretly plotting the family's downfall. Soon, the Fat Prince and his iron shirts stage a coup. The governor is executed, and chaos spreads through the palace. Amid the panic, Natella obsesses over saving her gowns and jewels rather than her child. In her frantic departure, she abandons Michael. Grusha, a palace maid and the play's heroine, is among the fleeing servants. Before escaping, she promises her sweetheart, the soldier Simon, that they will reunite once the war is over. On her way out, she discovers the abandoned infant. Though torn about taking him, she cannot leave him behind. She sets off through the mountains, aiming for her brother's farm. Along the way, she struggles to find shelter and food for the child. A greedy farmer demands an outrageous price for milk, and a group of wealthy women threatens to report her when they discover she is a servant. At last, she leaves Michael with a peasant family, hoping he will be safer. But when iron shirts arrive, hunting for the governor's heir, Grusha cannot abandon him. She returns, strikes one of the soldiers, and flees with the baby once more. After a grueling journey, Grusha reaches her brother's house, though she falls ill with scarlet fever. He allows her to stay until spring, but his wife worries about scandal, fearing rumors about Grusha as an unwed mother. To protect appearances, her brother arranges for her to marry a supposedly dying man, Yusuf, so she will inherit his land and silence gossip. Reluctantly, she agrees for Michael's sake. Yet on the wedding day, news of peace arrives, and Yusuf suddenly recovers, having only pretended illness to avoid conscription. Trapped in a sham marriage, Grusha has no choice but to endure it. Years later, Grusha is raising Michael when Simon returns from the war. Though she explains she married out of necessity, Simon assumes Michael is her child by another man and leaves her in anguish. Almost immediately, iron shirts summon her to court. Natella Abashvili seeks to reclaim Michael, now that he is no longer in danger. Though Michael's life is secure, the bond he shares with Grusha is threatened. At this point, the singer diverts the narrative to introduce Azdak, a village clerk. During the revolt, Azdak unknowingly shelters the fleeing Grand Duke, mistaking him for an ordinary fugitive. Believing the uprising to be a true rebellion of the poor, Azdak confesses to class treason. Instead of punishment, however, he is made a judge, and for 2 years he presides over cases. Though often drunk and corrupt, accepting bribes from the wealthy, he consistently rules in favor of the oppressed, earning the people's respect for his rough sense of justice. When the war ends, he fears dismissal, but fate grants him one final trial, Grusha's case. The courtroom scene unites both stories. Initially, the Iron Shirts attempt to replace Azdak, but a messenger from the Grand Duke insists that Azdak retain his position. Natella's lawyers argue that biology grants her the right to Michael, while Grusha recounts the years she has devoted to raising him. Azdak announces a test. A chalk circle is drawn, Michael placed inside, and each woman told to pull him to her side. Natella tugs greedily, but Grusha lets go, unwilling to hurt the child she loves. Repeating the test, she again releases him, saying she cannot bear to cause him pain. Moved, Azdak awards custody to Grusha and decrees that the governor's estates belong to the people. In a final twist, Azdak issues a divorce between Grusha and Yusuf, freeing her to marry Simon. The play concludes with the singer addressing the audience, declaring that the land should go to those who will care for it best. Here, the fruit farmers, just as Michael belongs with Grusha rather than his neglectful mother. Justice, Brecht suggests, lies in compassion and responsibility, while true love demands sacrifice and endurance. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.